What's going on, guys? Mike back here today, and we're back in All the Mod 6. So, in between episodes, I've done a couple things. First thing is, I made this giant patch of grass, trying to get some cows to spawn. The only thing we've gotten so far, we got a chicken, 2 sheep, and a pig. So, and I've AFK'd here for like 3 hours, so not sure why that's not working. The next thing is, I found a bunch of these waystones in the other dimension here. And so I set one at home and one in this dimension so we don't have to go through the nether, climb up, all that. And we can just basically teleport between them. While inside of that world, I also found a dead dragon. I did not kill this, I just found this. So we have a dragon skull and some bones. Also, you'll notice that I have made a golden jetpack. That is because I got tired of walking around in that world and dying. Also, I have made a pickaxe. Last episode I was talking about getting into silent gear. So I did a little bit and played around with it. I kind of figured it out. And I made this really kick-ass pickaxe. So the head of it is made of aluminium, and the rod is made of vibranium. And then I figured out that you can combine books to get higher levels and you can go above vanilla. So that is how we have Efficiency 7, Teleportation, Soulbound, Fortune 5. I also made a sword that is aluminium. It's the same thing. And I have Sharpness 5, Beheading, Sweeping Edge, and Leech. I threw some random enchantments on my armor. It's not really good. The only cool one is the Reach 3. And the gourmet. So the gourmet gives you more saturation from food, and the reach makes it so that you can reach blocks farther away. So you can see that I can mine those blocks even though I'm, X amount away from it. I've also went ahead and made a magnet for us, along with a backpack and a fire charm. So these were pretty simple to make. None of it was really hard. All of it was just basically crafting. The fire charm, I did have to melt down some magma cubes, or some magma blocks that I found in that other world, and that was it. So today's episode, I want to work on a couple things here. Number one is I want to go to the end. So we need an end cake, and I have almost everything to make it. The only thing I am missing is a cake, and I cannot get a cow to spawn. The wheat is not a problem. The sugar is not a problem. We have a chicken now. I need a cow to spawn. So what I'm going to do, since apparently they don't spawn in this world, is I'm going to go to the other world here for a little while. And I'm going to see if I can find a cow. So if my game doesn't crash, I have a couple things marked on the map here, or I did, maybe they got deleted. So let me get on top of this tree. Also, the blaze has started another fire, and it's continuing to burn down. So here is where I found the dragon, the dead dragon, and you notice there's a patch of grass right here. I'm gonna go see if I can get a cow to spawn. I didn't bring any buckets. I should probably go home and get buckets. So I'm going to do that for a little bit here off camera and see what I can come up with. I also want to work on getting some auto crafting set up, but I would rather go to the end first. So, oh, there's another dead dragon. That was weird. Okay, so the last one, wait, are you alive? Oh my god, it's alive. Why does it not have skin? That's weird. Hang on, let me kill some of these fucking blazes. My computer does not like this world either. That's why it keeps freezing. Let's kill some blazes. So it says it's alive. It has a heart bar. Okay, no, it's dead. You're giving me bones. So that's kind of cool. I got 17 out of that one. I got like 7 on the last one. So is there any like live dragons, or is it all just dead dragons? Because it would be really kick-ass to find an alive dragon. Also, this jetpack is really fast. But I'll bring you guys back here in a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can get a cow to spawn up here. Alright guys, we're back, and this is a massive progress update. So, I want to preface this by saying that I streamed yesterday for like 3 hours on this mod pack, and that's why this progress update is so big. The other mod pack that I'm playing right now, Technic, which is what I've been streaming, is down. Anyway, the server's down, I don't own the server. Anyway, I streamed this pack, so we got quite a bit done yesterday. I'm still working on it. It's still a major work in progress, but I've got the basis down. So if I go ahead and turn around here, you'll notice that our refined storage system's gone, our spawn area is gone, and if I look up, we have a giant platform. That is because this is what we built on stream yesterday. So let me go ahead and get a jetpack so you guys can see. And I'll fly up, turn hover mode on. So this is going to be the basis of our base here. Basically, this is our base, like the central point. We're going to have little offshoots like this, going in all the different directions, and then connecting. I'll probably connect them in between themselves in a big square. I was going to do a circle, but somebody on stream told me that it wouldn't look good, and I can't build circles. So we got a giant square. So I also set up a bunch of auto crafting with refined storage. This is super temporary auto crafting. Basically, I didn't want to make all of this shit by hand, and I needed something else. I needed to make the extra screens for refined storage. So I did set up some basic auto crafting. Most of it's refined storage, some of it's basic. I also set up auto crafting for this bread, because this bread is really good, but there's like 9 steps to it. So it's completely restores hunger. It gives you 20 saturation, but in order to make it, it takes 3 bread plus a glowing water. And to get a glowing water, it's 5 glass panes, gunpowder, netherwork, glowstone, and a water bucket. So that is why we also have a fluid storage system. So we have a kitchen sink, which, if you didn't know, is an infinite storage system, going into a fluid interface, going into a 1024 case fluid storage block. That was a lot to say. And then, because refined storage is stupid, you can't just pull, like, I can pull out buckets of water as long as I have buckets in my system. But the system doesn't know how to pull out buckets. So I had to make a fluid encapsulator, which with a pattern that says you take a bucket and a bucket of water, you put it in here and you get a water bucket. And it's just got an exporter, or an importer, and then a crafter. So that's what that is. This is what it's eventually going to look like. All 4 of these are going to look like these 3. I had to set that up right there for now, just to get auto crafting going. This here, so I moved our little diamond furnace up. Basically, this just smelts all the processors, and then I have it doing glass and stone. So if I order, like, I don't know, if I order a stack of stone here, let me find it. Order a stack of stone, basically the storage system puts a stack of cobblestone in here. It smelts it, goes into the chest, it goes back in the system. I'm using the chest here because that's how I had it set up below, and yeah, you can totally just put an importer on the bottom of this furnace, and it will work exactly the same. You know what? Actually, I'm going to do that. Just to show you guys, you put an importer here, and I do have a stack and speed upgrades in this. And then you can hook it right back into the system. So I just realized that I probably shouldn't do that, because this is also the chest that I dump shit in all the time. Because basically anything that goes in this chest automatically gets imported into our refined storage system. If we come down here, down to the bottom, let me turn off hover mode. Oh, I hate them fucking chickens. I also saved some chickens and some cows before I deleted that grass patch over there, just to have them. So you'll notice we have a refined storage cable, runs over, runs down, and we have a external storage. I set the priority to 900. So anything in these drawers we can pull from. Like I can pull netherite scrap out, and I'll show you here. If we look at, if I pull out all my redstone, okay, you see we have no redstone here. If I put redstone back in, it goes here. So anything that comes out of these drawers or anything that can go in these drawers does. Everything else automatically gets put in our system. I guess I should show you the storage. I do have two 64K storage disks. Eventually, I want to have like a wall of just disk drives with 64Ks in them. I'm probably going to do like a wall of crafters because there doesn't seem to be. There's netherite crafters, but I think these are only, yeah, it's just speed and it's a little slot. So I guess we could technically make these, but you got to make withering processors, which are nether stars, and that. I feel like by the time we're at this point, we're gonna have so many regular crafters that it's just not even gonna worth our time. So, what else I want to do today? Another big thing I want to do is I want to rebuild our reactor. So this reactor, I've got it set to 6,000 RF right now, but I want to get rid of this like oak flooring. I'll probably turn this all into stone brick. That being said, I think I'm gonna wait till next episode because I want to get into Botania because I want to make the Rod of the Shifting Crust, which you have to have a sloth room, which means you have to have a couple of runes. And we'll get into Botania, but what this does, this is just basically an exchanger. It's a block exchanger. I don't think we do have these exchangers, but, yeah, I guess I could make one of them. We also have building gadgets from Direwolf. But I would rather get into Botania. Botania also gives us a couple of really cool abilities like Globetrotter sashes and stuff like that. Plus, we're going to need to get into Botania for the quest line. Speaking of the quest, the next big thing that we need to get into mystical agriculture, which is going to be this whole big thing because I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure they changed the recipes for the essences. Yeah, so you have to have, for the seed. So let's say we want to make Inferium seeds. Oh, they didn't. I thought that you had to use Botania. Do you not have to use... Okay. What is the recipe for... Oh, wow. So it's the gemstones, but that's just prosperity gems. I thought they changed the recipes for this. Huh. Okay, so then do we have... We do have garden cloches. Oh, and that is just glass, a resistive heater, and treated woods. Okay, so we're getting into... Okay, that changes everything. So next episode, we're getting into immersive engineering. We're going to make some mechanism not mods, Jesus Christ. Mechanism machines, and we're going to make some garden cloches. Because if you didn't know what garden cloches do, they basically take mystical ag and they make it OP. So let's say that, just for an example, let's say that this is the normal mystical ag stuff. You know, it's pretty cool. It's kind of OP. And then up here, that's what happens when you use mystical ag and garden cloches. It goes just stupid. So I did this back in Sky Factory 3, and basically it becomes how fast can you manipulate the items. Because especially with the fact that we have RF Tools crafters and they're cheap to make. So that is going to be the plan for next episode. There was a couple other things that I did that I wanted to tell you, but I can't remember what they are. Oh yeah, I upgraded our backpack, so we actually have a decent sized backpack now. I also have been working on our armor. It's pretty trash, but I cannot, for the life of me, get mending. And I don't know why. I don't know what I need to do. I don't know what the hell this Eternia shit is. I don't know. I've never used... There's a mod... What is the mod? There's a mod that adds more bookshelves, but I can't remember what it's called. Maybe they're not bookshelves. But there's a mod that adds the Eternia Quanta, whatever the hell. This, I don't understand it. I've never used that mod, so maybe we'll get into that some next episode. But we definitely need to get going with mystical agriculture. As far as the questing goes, there's not really like a quest system per se. It, like, you have to do this to get this, to get this, to get this. It's kind of just like, okay, here's what you can make it. So, yeah, it's kind of weird the way that these quests are laid out. Like, there's a tech tree, but there's no, like, progression. It's, like, yeah, I understand how to make, I know how to make power. I've been making power. I have a reactor. Like, there's no, I don't know. I don't like this questing system. So basically, I'm just gonna make mystical agriculture shit, and we're gonna get really fucking OP, and we're gonna do that. So, by the way, we will be able to, with mystical agriculture, grow nether stars, because you can get nether star shards from essence. So, that is really freaking cool. Anyway, I've talked for long enough here. I've talked for like 10 minutes already, so I will catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.